back to Adri's Homestead Life. Today we are making Hawthorn berry ketchup. The ingredients are, we've got 500 grams of hawthorn berry, 350 ml of water, 350 ml of apple cider vinegar. First of all, I washed these 500 grams of hawthorn berry and I'm going to put water and apple cider vinegar in it, and I'm going to put it on the stove for half an hour. An hour and a half gone, and I'm just putting through the water, apple cider vinegar and hawthorn berry mixture through this sieve. Just push it through. Try to get as much pulp and liquid out of it as we can. And that's what we left with. Smells good. A pulp. And this will, when I push through everything through the sieve, I wash this pot and I put this back to it with 150 grams of light brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon of sweet balsamic dressing, and I've got 2 teaspoons of salt, 5 crushed garlic, 1 star anise, a pinch of cayenne pepper, about 5 cloves and about half a teaspoon of pepper, and that will go in it as well. And then we're going to cook this down for half an hour. I'm going to put the jars in the dishwasher and we can jar this up, and I'm going to water bath can it for 15 minutes. I've never made this before, you know, so I don't know what to say, if you're gonna like it or not. I will let you know what the end result is gonna be like. And last bit, wash this pot and the pulp will go back in. Probably makes a few jars. Probably we only need about 3-4 jars. This Hawthorn ketchup. Okay, all the leftovers can go to the compost. Clean pot. The hawthorn back. I'm going to put the sugar, the spices, salt and pepper, chili, cloves, star anise and the garlic. All goes in here, like that. Next, two tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1, 2, and I'm going to put one of this sweet balsamic dressing, raspberry. And give it a good stir. Give it a good stir. It comes back to a boil. Before we put them in the jars, I'm gonna remove. I'll probably put it through the sieve just one more time, so we can remove the cloves and the star anise. Or I just take it out, we'll see. A good stir and leave it to it. The hawthorn berry ketchup, it's nearly done. I'll probably give another 10 minutes and we can put them in jars. I've tasted it, it tastes delicious. I think I'm gonna add a quarter of a teaspoon of liquid smoke. Just a little bit of that liquid smoke. And 1 more tablespoon of sugar. I'm gonna remove the star anise and the cloves. Or you know what? I'll put them through a sieve because I want to remove these bits of garlic and chili as well. Hawthorn ketchup is now ready to jar. I think it's only made 1 jar. And a bit. So 1/2 kilogram of hawthorn berry, only made just this 1 small jar and a bit. Let's try. That is delicious. It's like a barbecue sauce, if I would have to compare. I'm still gonna go and process this one. I'll leave the other one to eat with something. I'm gonna put it in a water bath can for 15 minutes. Next I am making vanilla sponge cake. Chocolate and vanilla sponge cake. So we are starting with 1/2 cup of vegetable oil and 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. It's about 100-120 grams of butter. All my ingredients are at room temperature. So, and I have got 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm going to mix this together until it's nicely combined. So now the oil, butter and a sugar mixture nicely combined. I've got 4 eggs. I whisked 4 eggs and I'm going to add like 1 by 1, so a bit by bit, the egg mixture. And give it a good stir. After all the eggs in the butter, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Next, I've already put ready my dry ingredients. So I've got 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt today, and I've got 1 tablespoon of baking powder. I'll give it a very good mix, and then I'm going to add this to my mixture. Bit by bit, I'm going to fold the flour mixture, the dry ingredients, to this butter mixture. I'm going to add a little bit of the buttermilk, and then going to combine this as well. And then I'm going to alternate a bit of flour and a bit of buttermilk until all used up and nicely combined. My cake batter is beautifully combined, so I'm going to share this between this 8-inch cake tin. I'm going to cook in 350 degrees Fahrenheit oven for 30 minutes. For the chocolate frosting I'm using organic cocoa nibs from raw cocoa beans, 170 grams of cocoa nibs, 230 grams of icing sugar and 230 grams of unsalted butter. I've made a lovely chocolate spread with that cocoa nibs. It was so much fun, I have to show you that one day. And now I am mixing the butter and the chocolate together. I've added a pinch of salt and I'm going to just add just a tiny bit of vanilla, just a half a teaspoon for flavor. And I'm going to add the powdered sugar in a bit. Chocolate frosting, it's done. Look how beautiful this frosting is. We're just going to wait until the cake cools down completely before we fill it with this beautiful chocolate frosting. Our vanilla cake just cooled down, so we can spread the chocolate frosting. So I'm going to put some in the middle. Like that. And put this other one to the top. And we spread the rest all over. Put the frosting all over this cake. Spread some white chocolate chips on the top. And our chocolate and vanilla cake, it's done. Let's try. That's a big slice. Wow. Look. Let's give it a try. Delicious. It is a next day and I just would like to show you that only Hawthorn ketchup we made yesterday. I thought it's gonna make more. I've never made this before. I've used 500 grams of Hawthorn, followed the recipe, and it's only made one and a little bit in this jar left. But the main thing is that it is beautiful. So, and also that cake we've made together, it is lovely, you know. And actually I was thinking about it, I can call it something like chocolate, vanilla and chocolate cookie dough, or I don't know. It tastes like a cookie doughy, and because I've used that cocoa nibs from the cocoa beans, that was a new process to me. I've never done that before, and that was fascinating. Managed to make my own chocolate. We need to do that together. In overall, in the taste together, it just made it so special. And I just put a few white chocolate chips on the top. But yeah, it's a vanilla sponge with chocolate frosting. It tastes like cookie dough. It is beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoyed spending time with me in the kitchen, cooking and baking, and see you very soon. Bye friends!